Certainly in the US, the message that we've been getting, or we got 2 years ago, was that there's a really strong demand for improved traction due to the weather and adverse weather conditions in the winter, and that really our current range of products were not really usable in those low grip conditions. The all-wheel drive system was selected as an on-demand system, which means that we're able to continuously vary the torque transfer between the rear and the front axle. That gives us the flexibility to maintain that Jaguar signature handling and driving experience, which a traditional mechanical system wouldn't give you that ability because you have a fixed torque distribution. So we're able to deliver a rear-wheel drive feel to the vehicle, but then when we need all-wheel drive, we can move on a high grip surface, we can move up to 50% of the torque to the front axle. And then on some low grip surfaces, we're able to transition up to 100% to either the front or the rear axle if the circumstances are such that one rear axle has very low grip, maybe on ice, and the other axle has high grip. We can then move the bulk of the drive torque to the axle that has grip. So it just gives you much more flexibility in tuning with the on-demand system, that you can move the torque to where it's really required when you have a low grip situation, but then return the car to the existing balanced rear-wheel drive nature of Jaguar, so you get that enjoyable driving experience.
And you said this was a 2-year process.
Yeah, it was a very challenging delivery program. Initially it was set out to be 2.5, nearly 3 years, but there was a big pressure to bring that forward. So in the end, it turned out to be 2 years from program start to delivery. So it was a pretty tough and challenging project to deliver.
I'm curious about the reaction people are going to have to the first ever all-wheel drive.
Certainly in the US, the message that we've been getting, or we got 2 years ago, was that there's a really strong demand for improved traction due to the weather and adverse weather conditions in the winter, and that really our current range of products were not really usable in those low grip conditions. So the reason we've developed the system is to provide that extra confidence and security for the customer when grip conditions are poor, but doesn't detract from the driving experience when you've got dry tarmac conditions. So that was really the balance of not losing what the car is about, but giving that all-wheel drive confidence when the customer needs it. I think that the tuning side of it is really the bit that creates the character of the car. So the mechanical engineering, it was difficult to fit everything in because the platform wasn't engineered from the start, from the original inception, to take all-wheel drive. So to get all of the components in was a real mechanical challenge. But I think the thing that brings the car alive and gives it its character is really the controls and tuning aspects.
Until next time, this is Dave Erickson on special assignment in New York City for TFLcar.com.